Yeah, I ended up changing that answer ever so slightly after the side stories came out, because, like, one of my personal interpretations is that side story CRE never started cutting because she had a more supportive friend group. But anyway, MC's AMA. Go ahead, choose an interview. This uses the old design of MC. Partially because it would be an enormous pain in the rear to go back and change all of his expressions and stuff to, like, the new version of MC we saw in Plus. Or the Plus, concept designs and stuff. Anyway, hey, MC here. And this is, an AMA. I'm not really sure why you'd have any questions for me, but the girls all did theirs, and Monica said I'm as much a member as they are, even though I've only been here for a week. Anyway, whatever you want to ask me, go ahead and post it. I responsibly recorded live, just like the others, so I hope you understand if it takes some time to get ready. I really don't think I'm all that interesting, but go ahead, ask me anything. Okay, this is MC reporting live from the street in front of CRE's house. I always wanted to say that. Since it's such a beautiful day, we decided to record this outside. The fresh air is, refreshing. And a good thing too, because I have 152 questions to answer. I'm not upset that I got the fewest so far. I'm not as established as the other members. But I'll give it all my best anyway. Let's dive right into it. Existential X. Is MC just a nickname or your actual name? If the latter, I have one more question. Who the hell names their kid MC? Does MC stay for McCocksucker? Kidding. Slightly simple. What's your real name, and why does everyone call you MC? BJ Spartan 0. It obviously stands for Master Chief. Nathay01. What does MC stand for? Wow, that was quick. I figured people would be curious to know, but geez. For starters, yes, my name is actually MC. It's not even a Japanese name, just literally the English letter M followed by the letter C. I don't know what my parents were thinking. I guess they might be weebs for Western culture. But no, it doesn't stand for Master Chief or McCocksucker or anything for that matter. It's the dumbest name ever. That's why I always go by Hallie. And after this, its name box actually changes to Hallie. And that will change. That's not my name I put it in. That's the name I put in at the start of the mod. So whatever you put in there, he will choose that name whenever it says there. The Crazy Burper. Yo, MC, what games you been playing besides anime and visual novel stuff? The CFAT adds. I heard he plays PUBG, but I'd like to know more. And Mattercrafter, what's your favorite video game, MC? You're right, I do play PUBG. Was Siri complaining about how I don't like Fortnite again? I'm a PlayStation guy, so most of the games I like are from Sony. I play a lot of shooters, adventure games, RPGs, all kinds of stuff. I don't really have a favorite game. I usually just play whatever's new and hot. I've been working through The Evil Within 2 lately. I'm trying to finish it before Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes out this month. Oh, and Smash gets an honorable mention as the only game to lead me astray. Let's see. 411 Doki's best Doki. Oh, sorry, it's all Doki's best Dokis. Hashire sori yo kaze no yoi ni tsukimihara wo padoru. Snap Games. Nani? Sorry, my Japanese isn't that good yet. It's just a weeb Christmas carol. Oh, okay. It's only a weeb song if you're not Japanese. But I have no idea why you posted a Christmas carol. It's a bit early for that, don't you think? Fun fact, MC's post for fielding questions was on Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. This did say you guys can be pretty strange. Alakar Liorikar. If you could smooch any of the club members, who would it be and why? A smooch? I'll assume this isn't a serious kiss. Otherwise, Sayori might get mad at me. Speaking of, I'll say who else since she's my girlfriend. If I could get one free smooch, I think it'd be nice to smooch Yuri, if only to see her reaction. Haha, she's so cute when she's flustered. I don't think Natsuki would take it too well. Or Shiro either. Tiff and Monica probably wouldn't mind, but I doubt it'd be as much fun. See, your average comrade. You were expecting a question, but it was me! DL Memes! But in all seriousness, do you watch anime, and do you understand JoJo references? Existential X, what's your opinions on JoJo's some random name 5? Do you watch JoJo? If so, what is your favorite part? Of course I watch anime, and I do follow JoJo. I don't have a favorite part exactly, but I like the original run of the show best. It covered the Stardust Crusaders arc, which introduced the special powers known as stands. I've kept up with the rest since, and it's always a good time. You can't go wrong with JoJo. Let's see, have you ever beaten the others in Smash? I haven't had the chance to play it with them yet. We'll have to set that up sometime. Do they really all play it though? It just doesn't seem likely. Also, I'm going to warn you that some people may say bad things about you, but I disagree with them. You're good. Well, that's reassuring. Thanks for saying so. Contest winner, what are your thoughts on Notorious Criminals, Moo Magoo? I think he'll be dealt with in the follow-up. Sandwich Authority Gov, what's your opinion on the main characters of visual novels? You know, some people say these characters are just blank slates or whatever, but personally I find I relate to them a lot. Maybe that says something about my life, but I usually have an easy time understanding them. Most often they're just ordinary guys. Who can't relate to that? From Yuri with love. So MC, were you born dense, or was it, did it take years of practice? Just joking, MC. Good luck with the rest of the questions. Shamey, what do you think about people saying you're denser than a black hole? Spaghetti, I can't read today. Spaghetto pasta. Why are you as dense as a block of cheese? Gosh, I hope the other two were only kidding. I don't think I'm all that dense. Or does that prove it? Like, I'm so dense I don't know I'm dense. Have I been missing something that I should know about? I'm getting paranoid. Well, I guess it's safe to say that everyone can be a little dense. Comparing me to a cheese block seems generous, but a black hole couldn't be worse. I'll try to be more aware of what's going on around me. And why are you worst Doki? Honestly, I'm okay with you thinking I'm the worst Doki. Again, I'm still really new here. I haven't had time to make a lasting impression. Vikmert, why does it look like you hate titties? Tighties? Are you saying I look like I have titties? Cause, I don't see how that could be the case. You sure you didn't mean to ask this to Shiro instead? I mean, look, I'm thin as a rail. I couldn't be flatter. Averick, tell us about your most embarrassing moment at your school. Well, there was this one time I joined a club, and a week later the club's president wanted us to do AMAs on the internet, and thought we should record our commentary to post online for all eternity, and I agreed to do it. Is that embarrassing or what? Capman69, have you watched Boku no Pico? It had to ask. As with us, we all have to ask something at one point. Also $10 bet he won't answer it. No, I haven't watched it. But I won't be following up on this one because I know better. Seriously, you think I'd be unaware of a notorious anime like that? Yeah, we're just gonna let that be. Looks like you earned yourself $10. Nos Technician, not a question, but I think you're cute. Sayori is lucky to have you. Wink. Thanks? I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting anyone to say that. The cute part, not the Sayori part. Yeah, I am lucky to have her. And 7. Which would you prefer as a romantic partner? Preferably list them all in order of preference. A deaf Monica's cute friend Amy, a badly burned Jerry, a blind Jerry, an armless Monica, Chad the greatest dude ever, or an athletic Natsuki that isn't meant to you. Mean to you. Well, I see none of these are Sayori, so this is all hypothetical, alright? In order of preference, what's with the disabilities? It's a reference to Katawa Shuju. Not that I have a problem with disabled girls, it's just wondering. I think I'd say athletic Natsuki, cute friend Amy, burned Yuri, armless Monica, deaf Monica, blind Yuri, and Chad. If I weren't straight, Chad might rank higher than that. And I hope you aren't taking this as a hierarchy for the girls. I think they're all great in their own way, just some of those physical problems would be harder to deal with than others. Seriously, I tried to be unbiased, okay? Nos Technician, I'm sorry for all the stuff we've put you through with the other club members, with questions we shouldn't know, and you taking all the blame for it. You're good friends to the club and don't deserve that. This referring to that question in Yuri's AMA that implicated MC and sparks the entire plot of Interview Club. Thanks? I'm glad you think I'm a good friend to them. But that's kind of an ominous statement. Did something happen? Is this why people think I'm dense? Crap. I guess we'll just see how things go. Sock Toast, have you tried writing anything other than the required poetry? And if so, did you show it to the other members? Nope, I'm not a writer. Even if I was, I wouldn't have the guts to share my work. Even just writing these poems has been kind of stressful. It's getting easier though. I feel like I'm improving already. I've gotten plenty of good advice from the girls too. Nos Technician, I know you're new to the literature club, but do you have any authors or poets that you're a particular fan of? There's no wrong answers. Well, I do if manga authors count. No wrong answers, so I think my top pick would be Sugumi Oba, that being the author of Death Note. There's also Eiichiro Oda for One Piece, Masashi Kishimoto for Naruto, and Tite Kubo for Bleach. Can I help it that popular series are so good? Heh. Nos Technician, I think it's awesome that the club has gotten so many new members in such a short time. What's your take on your fellow new members? I was blown away that we got any new members at all. I sure didn't win any hearts with my lackluster poetry reading, but the new people are pretty interesting. Something seemed off about Tiff when she first walked in, but she's cool so far. I don't know what's up with her perfume, though. Smelled like she was wearing 2 different kinds. Shiro might have joined this club for the same reasons I did. I think I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. But he's a gamer too, so that's something. Man, there are so many people in the club now. I might have some trouble deciding who to spend time with. Tatsuki too. Why do you have no character? That's a rude thing to ask a guy, or no, say to a guy you hardly know. But if I had to chalk it up to anything, I'd say a general lack of experience. My lifestyle is not so conducive to building character, so it's no surprise I'm lacking. What, did you think I wouldn't admit it? Divine sickness. Do you wish to marry Yuri and raise a family? That seems kinda hasty. I haven't known her for very long. She's a sweet girl, but I just started dating Sayori, so it would be really two-faced of me if I said yes. But if I wasn't with Sayori, well, maybe? Frantic From. Greetings, empty vessel. It is strange indeed that Hallie has chosen to fill you with an artificial construct, but I suppose it was needed for the purpose at hand. I also suppose it was necessary to delete your memories about Sayori hanging herself, and Yuri stabbing herself, and Moniko's self-awareness, not actually self-aware, as the developer deities know. Dude, what the hell are you talking about? Sayori hanging herself? Yuri stabbing herself? Where are you getting this stuff? And what's with this about an empty vessel? Artificial construct? What? You know, we've been getting a lot of weird questions like this, and I'm wondering if it isn't just some big in-joke or something. I guess I will ask you a question. How would you feel if, as a result of us literally looking through your eyes this whole time, we ascertained several of Yuri's secrets she shared with you, such as her having an imaginary boyfriend, and then asked her questions about it, making her think you had betrayed her? I guess I can answer this question, although it doesn't make much sense to me either. Let me get this straight. You're asking how I'd feel if you saw through my eyes, learned secrets about Yuri, asked her about them, and made her think I betrayed her by telling you? Well, I'd be weirded out, which is basically how I feel about this entire post. Anyway, that's all for now. Just remember, literally tens of thousands of people, maybe even more, are controlling digital copies of you and watching your every move and thought. Fear the wall, hate the wall, break the wall, order the broken wall maxim. I thought Natsuki was overreacting about the strangeness of these comments, but I think I understand where she's coming from now. I has Butter 4. Best impressions of everyone else. I had fun with this. Impressions? You mean like, you want me to imitate them? I guess I could try. Okay, everyone. Sorry I'm late for my own club again. Wait up, Hallie, I just rolled out of bed 10 minutes ago. Hey, manga is literature. I'm a pro, you dummy. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that tea goes well with books. Or, wait, did you mean the best impressions I got of them? Oh geez, well, I knew Monika before the club, and I've always thought she's awesome. She seems like the kind of person you could only dream about. I've known Sayori for basically my entire life, but I've never met anyone sweeter. So what if she's a little ditzy? She has it where it counts. No one has a bigger heart. Natsuki was kind of rough around the edges, but I can see through the cracks in her facade. Under all those bristles, I can tell there's a nice girl who just wants to be friends. And Yuri surprised me with how considerate she was. She didn't have to buy me a book like that. She's so timid, but she is always thinking about others' feelings. She's wonderful.
Okay, Holly, you're off the hook for that one.
What? Did you all hear that?
Every word.
Well, I was just...
Relax, dummy. You saved it at the last second.
Just be mindful when you speak. You never know who might be listening.
Timothy, son of Sam. Some people think you're dull, but I personally believe you're very good with words and more often than not know the right thing to say. That said, what compelled you to tell Sayori you felt betrayed as her closest friend when she finally revealed her depression to you? Oh, that. Did she really bring it up with you guys? Man. I can see why she wouldn't take it well. I was just so shocked. For me to learn that this girl I'd known forever was hiding her suffering all along? I'm sorry, but a betrayal is what it felt like. I thought we were close enough friends to share anything with each other. And it's not like it wasn't a big deal. Depression is not a joke. It just hurt me to think she wouldn't trust me with that. I could have been more supportive. I would have tried to be more considerate. Or is that the reason she kept it from me? She didn't want our relationship to change. Well, I know now, and we're together, so I'll have to make sure I'm still the guy she fell in love with. This won't be easy, will it? Let's just keep going for now. Bye, Stunner. Hi, MC. I have 2 important questions for you. When and how met Sayori, and what do you think of her? Greetings. Well, I just offered my glowing praise a little bit ago, and I'd love to tell you when and how we met, but I honestly don't remember. It's like she said in her AMA, we've been friends since the earliest of our days. We most likely met up in preschool, and the rest is history. X Dark Wind 7. How do you feel inside? Wow, is this meant to be a deep question? Right now I feel a little nervous. Some of these comments are kind of intense. But how I feel in general? Well, to be honest, stuff felt pretty empty, as though life has just been passing me by. I was reluctant to join the club, but I think it's helping. The days seem more purposeful somehow. That's probably more than you were asking for. Sorry. Basera. You actually love Natsuki, don't you? That whole licking the frosting off of the finger while baking thing is something you only do to girls you like, and I'm gonna be honest, I felt the sexual tension there. Don't get me wrong, Sayori is great, but Natsuki is the best girl. That was the perfect Natsuki moment, and you blew it, MC. What? Once again, I have no clue what I'm being asked about. Licking frosting? Sexual tension? What do you think happened? I've never baked with Natsuki. I don't know where you even got these ideas. I like her as a friend, but that's where it stops for me. Oh, and can you tell Natsuki that she is the best girl for me? Don't tell Sayori what I just said. I can tell you think she's the best, but I'm not sure she should see this comment. Let's just scroll that away. Alright, Natsuki.
Yeah, what's up?
This user named Basera says you're the best girl.
Do they now? Well, they obviously know their stuff. But they might have some competition for flirtin' Willykins. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, no problem. Alright. Basera is back with more. Also, everyone knows that you had certain girls in mind when writing your poems. Why did you never write any poems for Monica? And Snap Games replied, because he thought she was out of his league. Obviously. That and he literally didn't have the option to. And Doki Doki 1225, what's your honest opinion on Monica? In my interpretation of this, and why he's able to write for her in Take Two, is that after spending that week in the club with her, he sees her open up as an option in his mind. Like, he wouldn't write for her because he felt like she was out of his league, and then eventually that perception changed and he was able to. Well, it's been embarrassing to admit this, but yeah, I did think Monica was out of my league. I still kind of do. She's like a minor celebrity at our school. Joining a club run by her was really daunting, and so was sharing my crappy writing with her. But having spent the week with her and the others, I feel like I've seen her in a new light. The girl behind the legend is more easygoing than I imagined. Maybe I could be better friends with her after all. We'll see. Antho, how big is your dick? And Cradlax also, what's your dick size? Why do you want to know that? Sorry to disappoint, but I don't even know myself. I never bothered to measure it, and I don't get why other guys care about it at all. Is it an assault on your manliness if it doesn't meet some unspoken length requirement? Yeah, I'm not that insecure. I won't tell you in the follow-up either.